time to cook, and I am so excited for tonight. I am so excited for tonight because we have one of my most favorite people in the whole world in the house, Viktoria Ringhausen. Viktoria and I have been, right? You haven't even heard her, but you are going to want to give her a hand. So Viktoria and I have been friends for years, and she is now a certified Jack Canfield leadership speaker, and she's here to talk to you, and I think all of us, about something that at this time of the year in particular, we're all about, you know, what is our purpose? What is our finding our passion? What is the thing that wakes us up in the morning and should like light us on fire? So I am thrilled to have her here today. Thank you, my friend, for coming. And do your thing. Do the thing that you do. Well, enjoy.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Gwen and her awesome team. Sam, Elizabeth, and Jenny, for letting me to do this seminar with you ladies, and why don't we give them a kind of beautiful space they gave me to teach you. And another thing I want to say, I just want to say thank you for all of your comment. I know we have a very busy life, and I'm excited and inspired just to see so many wonderful women. Men run away. I don't blame him, he was by himself, so totally understand. So many wonderful women who don't want to just be stagnant, want to move forward, want to find their passion, no matter how young, how old, no matter what age we are. We still looking, we still want to grow, we still want to change the world, we still want to serve, we still want to do something awesome in this life. And I want to all just acknowledge yourself for that. And let's give each other a gun. Okay? And turn to your left, turn to your right, and say, you're awesome. So today we are here to talk about our life purpose, right? And what I want to start is what my belief is, that everyone came to this world with a gift. Each of us came to this world very unique, and each of us has a special gift. And if I can help even one of you to open that gift, that you can share it with the world, because that would be your purpose, my mission accomplished. So let's talk about, I love this saying that says, there are two great days in a person's life, right? The day we are born, and the day we discover why. And I know a lot of people who go through the life and they don't even think about it. You know, I've been blessed to be surrounded by powerful women who wants to grow. But there's out there a lot of people who don't even think about it. Like, what is my life purpose? They just go to work, come back, click, watch TV, go to dinner, go to sleep, next day is the same thing. It's unbelievable, and that's why I'm so happy that you actually want to find it. Because we're looking for it. I'm always looking too. My Brian Tracy, one of my mentors, I call Brian Tracy, he said, decide upon your major defined purpose in life, and then organize your activities around it. And when we know what's our purpose, when we know what our passion, then everything aligns, and it's so much easier to find our goals, to find our mission. I always say passion and purpose is the first thing. When you know your passion, then you create your golden vision, then you write your goals. That helps you to support your passion and vision. So what do you think, I'm going to ask you, what do you think your life purpose is? And by the way, this is the workshop. Participation is highly encouraged.
Wait, you don't want to do this alone?
That's 3 rules, okay? Be present, be open, have fun. So what do you think is a life purpose? Just, okay?
I think everybody has their own life purpose, something that makes sense or has any kind of value to one person might mean nothing to another.
Right.
So it's like individual.
It's very individual. Very individual. Good. There's a little gift for you.
Oh.
You see, you want to participate. Anybody else? Okay.
You don't have to give me a present.
I have a special for you. You're welcome.
So for me, it's to serve God, and the only way I know to serve God is to find my way to serve others. And so whatever it is, the gift you gave me, is to find a way to make sure I'm using that gift to serve other people. That's my life purpose.
That's a wonderful life purpose. You already from no. What are you doing it?
Because I love you. I love you.
Yes, that's true. But interesting, everybody has their own life purpose, and sometimes we think, well, I don't know if mine is right. Like I have a friend, she's very passionate about horses. So her life purpose is to save as many horses as she can. And for some, would be like, what? Really, horses? Okay, but for some, it's very important. So it cannot be just one universal life purpose. Although, I'm not going to go there. It cannot be. We all have different life purposes. Some of the people purposes can have a meaningful, satisfying work, right? And for others, purposes, responsibility for the family and the loved ones, that's a purpose. Just to be a mother. I had a friend, she said, my purpose to be a mother. And I think that's a great purpose, and it's really hard one. I'd rather have work. And other means through spiritual or religion beliefs, like what you said, my friend. And for some people, it's all together, right? Mm-hmm. And what I noticed, I read a lot of literature about successful people. That's my passion. I love reading about what they've done, because if you read what they've done, kind of can shorten your way. And what I noticed, one of the characteristics, they have unusual clarity of the purpose. Very clear. And some of them is really simple. Like, I love this Thomas Edison. Create inventions that people need, that people would pay for, and that would be profitable. Remember how many times poor Tom Edison failed?
About 1,000, I think it was.
Before he actually created. Do you think if he wouldn't have the purpose, would he be able to create what he did?
No.
No. He had really clear purpose, and that helps him to go through the tough times. Some other famous example is to put a man to the moon in a decade. Did I say right? Decade. Darn my nuts! Always messed me up. And for Kennedy, did he do it? Mm-hmm. Yes? He put a man on the moon, right? Another one, to spend the first half of my life making as much money as I can, and the second half giving it all away. Andrew Carnegie. So you see, it's a very personable. For some people it would be matter, for some not. Another one I love, Jack Canfield is my second mentor. I love Jack Canfield, and I think everybody should read his book, The Success Principles. It's an amazing book. And he said to inspire and empower people to live their highest vision in context of love and joy. Isn't it beautiful? He sure inspired me. So let's find your life purpose. Now we all know we need it, right? So let's work on it. I'm here to share with you my favorite exercise, what helped me to find life purpose. And one of them is, you have a new workbook. So what we're going to do, we're going to think about your 2 unique personal qualities. For example, enthusiasm, or creativity, or love and joy. And then 2 ways that you most enjoy expressing it. Okay? And then you describe the wall, like when it's a perfect wall, how would it be? And I'll explain you. If you look at your, how you call it? Yes. So this is some examples of unique personality qualities, right? You can say, to use my enthusiasm. Just think about what's your qualities? Creativity, love, joy, knowledge, maybe humor, organization skills. That's awesome quality that I don't have. Integrity, compassion, kindness, positivity. Example of way to express qualities like support, inspire, uplift, empower. Okay, I'll give you my example so it makes it easier for you, and then I'll give you 3 minutes of time with Alexa. So you can work on it as well. So this is how I did mine, right? So list 2 of your unique personal qualities, such as whatever, enthusiasm, creativity. I said positivity and creativity. That's, I think, my unique personal qualities. And then 2 things I love to do. I love to inspire and I love to help, right? And then if it's a perfect world, how I can imagine my perfect world, right? And it's everyone achieve their dreams and live harmonious, joyful life with passion and purpose. Because I believe if that happened and everybody live harmonious life, there's not going to be wars. Everybody would be just doing what they here for, and we would be having a very happy world, right? So then I put it all together. So first 2, positivity and creativity, inspire to help, and what would happen. And this is how I come up with my life purpose. My purpose to use my positivity and creativity to inspire others to go after their dreams and help them to create harmonious, joyful life with passion and purpose. Make sense? All right, well, I gave you 3 minutes, so you ladies can work on yours. Right.
Pressure. I can go for 3 minutes.
And don't be
Are you there yet? How about now? 2:46.
And don't afraid, be open. Think about it. Sometimes be like, well, I don't have any. Yes, you do. If you cannot think about yours, think what other people tell about you. Maybe if you hear people say, you kind. You know, oh my God, you have such awesome organization skills. I would love to have yours, you know. Just think about it. I know, everybody working hard.
We're deciding our lives early. Now you make me forget.
I know my life purpose.
Well, if we have
You failed me.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
this workshop is for you. That's why we're here today. Drink some wine and think about purpose, right?
With wine, my purpose might be different.
This is very simple exercise. That it's very powerful.
No pressure, about 1 minute.
When?
Feeling enlightened? No.
It's okay, ladies.
Pressure.
That's why we're here. We never have time to actually think about ourselves. So this is our time. Forget about the world, just concentrate on yourself. You deserve it.
That's why I signed up. and that.
How's everybody doing?
10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. It's okay. Try to make it short so you can remember. Who needs a little bit more time? All right. Well, we'll give 1 more minute.
What? How about this first 3?
I think it's 1, 2, and 3.
How many are we doing, Victoria?
We doing
1, 2, or 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, you're doing all 3.
We need more than 3 minutes.
Okay. I'll give it 2 more minutes. How's that? 2 more minutes? All right.
And go.
2 more minutes.
It's on.
And why do you don't change? And who already finished, do not change it, because usually the first feeling is the right one. A lot of times we rewrite it like, well, I can't do that. I'm not really good at that. We have that monkey on our shoulder, start talking. Don't listen to me. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner voice. You start talking already, Victoria?
Oh, sorry, I'm getting in trouble.
She's AJ. It's her fault.
And remember, it shouldn't be really long. Because you kind of have to remember your purpose. Talking about your book. Everybody doing well?
Yep. If you take too long, I'll go back and change.
Put your pen down. If you wrote it, put your pen down. Do not change it. If you change it, that's it. That's it. Not right one. All right? So how do you feel about sharing your life purpose? Do we need to go? Well, we can start easy. How are we doing with the time? Gwen, what is the time?
3 seconds. There's no grammar check.
Oh, there's no grammar check. English is my second language. I'm not checking.
Mine too.
And especially after wine, right? So we can do it 2 ways. If everybody comfortable to share their life purpose, actually no, let's do that. So how we do that? Let's pair together. Ma'am, can you come here? Yeah. What is your name?
In the back of the class, you call.
What is your name?
Ginny.
Ginny. And
Ginny.
Ginny and Jane. Okay, you're going to be at the pair. All right, so we have a, everybody have a pair?
We also hair.
Okay, ladies, you're free. I'm going to break you. Gwen, can you help me to participate?
Sure, what are you going to do?
Okay, so we have 3 ladies right there.
30 seconds to think of your list.
So, to decide who is A and B, whoever has the longest nail in the pair. It's going to be A.
You lost control of the class.
Now we're all talking about now.
Okay, so decide to start already. purpose to partner A. Stop. Everybody had a chance to share? Okay, so partner B, you can, one of the life purpose, I don't know for that. All of my professors told us the key is to success is doing something you love. I love living at home with you and mom. That's my life purpose. Okay, so now is partner A. Okay.
Am I sharing hers or mine?
No, I'm sharing yours. All right, I want to hear yours, Victoria.
All right, so my unique qualities, which may shock some of you, is I'm very outspoken. I say what's on my mind, like it or not, and my creativity side.
So you're outspoken and creative.
Correct.
So, okay. And you love to, you know, we're supposed to finish the whole purpose. So what's the second?
What ways of expressing those qualities.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting because as outspoken as I am, I'm actually quite reserved. It's a barrier, it's my wall, and only certain people have been able to penetrate my wall. So I'd like to be a little less reserved and a little bit more open.
Okay.
To go along with my outspokenness, so it's kind of a little bit more. Does that make sense? A little bit more hand in hand. So again, as outspoken, because I'll say, I don't like your outfit, but that's how I feel. But it's hard to let people in.
Okay.
Oh, because you tell them that you like their outfit.
If you ask me, I will tell you. You know, do I look good in this? No, you don't. But
You won't.
We are not going to knock somebody out.
She's changing her
And your perfect wall. What is your perfect wall? What is your absolute perfect wall?
We don't live in her.
What we created.
With the
These
wall.
are all mine.
We're getting a wall.
We don't live in the wall.
We're tearing down the wall. My perfect world is respect of others' opinions, a gentle way of speaking to each other, a world where hate does not dominate.
Beautiful. So let's put it all together now as a purpose. So my purpose is to use my outspoken and creativity to support and be honest with the people, so we will live in
My perfect world.
what television.
Respect of others' opinions, a gentle way of speaking to each other, a world where hate doesn't dominate.
So use my outspoken and creativity to be supportive and to be honest to the people, to them to be respectful, okay? And the rest. I can't pronounce it. Read it.
Read it again.
Yes. So write it as a statement now. Okay?
So go ahead,
So my purpose is to use my outspoken and creativity. So that's what we gotta come up with, right? So you're looking at two things, okay? To support and be honest with people, so I can help them to learn how to respect.
So I can help.
They're right here, right here.
Okay. So I can help.
At the four.
Them.
Special space for it, ladies. Did you see at the four? Carol, what's happened to yours? Ay, ay, ay.
Right. I can go. So I can help them.
To learn how to respect each other, yeah? And live in harmonious world where there is no hate. Does it make sense, ladies?
Yes.
Okay?
I expect to see some of that happening next week.
And you're on.
You're on it, right?
Right. So now you see you got your path, you got your purpose, you got it all together. So
You
that's
got it all together.
okay.
Which is shit. You have it all together.
Yes.
It's on here. It's a fact.
Good job. So that's the whole thing, to put it all together, right? So we have two wonderful, unique, who else wants to share? Okay.
My two unique qualities, well, I kind of put down three, but positivity, empathy, and organizational skills.
Beautiful.
And for number two, my ways to express those are keeping a positive outlook when others around me are not,
Beautiful.
and caring about others and praying for them. And assuming the world is perfect right now, to me it would look like no complaining, no hate crimes, no parent ever having to bury a child, more smiles, less tears, and more time with my grandchildren.
Wonderful.
So then my
The whole purpose
purpose is to use my positivity, empathy, and organizational skills to lift others up and encourage others to be happy.
That's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful, ladies? Give you tears.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to share? You see, this is the place, all women, well, actually, is it anybody against video? No? Try to, okay. All right. I mean, this is the place I always feel we can share, because if we say it out loud, it became real. And if we don't believe in it, if we don't believe in our purpose, who's going to believe? You said about the world. We are the conscious creators of the world. We are. If we have a fabulous passion like Victoria's, right? If we have fabulous passion like Paul, this is what's bringing the world to the better place. Imagine if one of each of us, it's like how many? 30 in a room. One of each of us has this purpose. One of each of us has a purpose to change the world. We will be living in a better place. So let's forget about the wall. Let's forget about what's out there. We can't change that. All we can change us, and we can make ourselves better, and we can make this world better. By making ourselves better. One person can change the village. One person. Well, this lady's fine. Purpose.
You have to read it to the people in the back who don't
I'm
have
sorry.
eyes like that.
I can't read it. If I listen closely, I can almost hear the purpose of my life. Have you had anyone like that? So there's another awesome exercise. How are you doing on time?
You're good.
Good. Okay. Perfect. There's another awesome exercise. We'll do it about 5 minutes, what I want you to think about what brings joy. And think about like a childhood, you know, like for example, I remember when I was 6 years old, right? We would walk every single day by ice cream place. And every single day, I'll ask my mom, can I have an ice cream? And every single day she would say no. Because we didn't have money, right? But sometimes I would, you know, just walk with her because I know the answer, and I said, can I have an ice cream? And she said, you know what? Yes. That was one of my most joyful time. Just a surprise gift. And I learned that from my mom. I learned that from that time, from that childhood. And guess what? I love doing surprises. I love doing surprise gifts. Even for myself. I'm just surprised. Go to Chip and surprise myself. But that's what happened. Like, think about what brings you joy. And you can just write on the back of the paper. Just think about, we need to remind ourselves about joyful time. Just write maybe 3 things that you remember. Most joyful time in your life. I know they're there. How are you doing, Carol? Okay. Sometimes it's hard, you know, sometimes it's hard to open. It is hard. You don't have to share with anyone. You don't, if you don't want to. But it's your time. Make use of it, you know, because we don't have time. Especially in real estate world, we're so busy. We don't have time for ourselves. This is your time, right now. So just make yourself happy. You know, think about joyful time. Sorry, I didn't want to put you on the spot. But I know a lot of women feel that way. I was one of them when first time I started. I didn't want to write anything. I was looking at everyone and like, what's going on? But when I opened my heart, when I opened my soul, and it's kind of stuck. And look at me now. Teaching actually, because I'm so excited to share it. Here's another good question. But think about the joy. I just want you to remember the joyful time.
Joy looks different to everybody.
That's true.
I mean,
Absolutely
you
true.
could be sad and find joy.
You could. It's not going to be universal joy.
Right. I mean, I think people think of joy as being really happy, but it's like a deep contentment, regardless of your circumstances.
Well, write what's joy for you. My ice cream, you know, story couldn't be like, what is joy? Not really joy.
Right.
Right? Exactly. I have a tremendous joy teaching classes. This is gave me so much joy. And I don't even have to go back to childhood, you know? So you're absolutely right. It's unique and for everyone. It's like passion. It's not universal. Joy is not universal. Did anybody want to share their joy?
How much time do you have?
Cool. Yeah.
When I was a kid, my best friend, their summer house was in Brigantine, which is an island over the bridge from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And she still lives there now, but we'd get to go down there over the summer and hang out. And we could go to Atlantic City, go to the steel pier, and the boardwalk, and they could just drop us off and we could go back in the day. Meeting my amazing husband and planning our 40th anniversary trip this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. The birth of my 2 grandchildren, and finding out on Christmas Day this year that number 3 is on the way. What an amazing Christmas gift, so that was joy. Going for, you mentioned our ice cream. When I was a kid, my dad, my brother, and I would go to Carvel, which was kind of like Poor Brothers Custard out in New Jersey. Becoming Catholic was a great joy for me. Planning on being retired and cooking with my daughter is one of the great joys of my life. We cook like crazy fools on Thanksgiving.
Did anybody notice the common elements? And the stories? Family. Yes. Love and family. That's what brings you joy. You see, when we start looking, and that helps us with our passion and purpose. When we put on the list what brings us joy, what makes us happy, we can notice the common elements. And that's little help to understand, make you to find your purpose. Right? There's another one for the participation.
Thank you. Cute.
Thank you. I have a cute buzz, right? So there is another one to help you to find a purpose. I mean, I have all the tools. So if you were provided with everything you wanted and needed to realize your full potential and to achieve your highest vision, what do you purpose? And that helps too. What I'm doing right now, we're just stirring the pot, right? We're trying to find the joy, we remember. Sometimes we forget everything is negative, you know. We need to bring it up, okay? And that's another question that helps you to find purpose. Okay? So, one of my favorite fun exercise, and you, ladies, you gotta participate, okay? So we're gonna have together again the two groups of two, okay? And when I'm gonna need your help, okay? Can you please? Oh, Jenny.
Timer? What?
Well, I need to have a pair.
Oh, Elizabeth, she would love to join.
Elizabeth, would you please? Okay. So here's the exercise. It's, you know, I'll come and do exercise with you.
They're lovely little ribbons.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to interfere. So it's a very fun exercise. It's called What You Want. And basically, one person will ask another what you want. Okay? Without attitude and without comments. And other person just say what they want. So let's practice. You can ask me what I want.
What do you want?
Tell me your name.
Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, Lisa is going to ask me what I want.
What do you want?
I want a glass of water.
When's God?
What do you want?
I want to have a loving relationship with my husband.
What do you want?
I want a big house on the beach.
What do you want?
I want a Hummer when I make $1 million.
What do you want?
I want my kids don't fight and just don't say hateful words to each other.
What do you want?
I want my mom be happy.
What do you want?
I want peace in the world.
What do you want?
I want feel loving and full of joy.
What do you want?
Well, you got an idea, right?
So like this game, you always had an answer.
Yeah. So you got an idea. So there's no like, oh, me too. Okay, don't do that. You know, some people trying to do that. Don't judge. Okay, if something just comes up, just keep saying what you want, what you want, what you want. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I had judgment when you said no.
So ask each other whose birthday is first, and whoever's birthday first is going first. What is instead of what you don't want. And look at the energy we create.
Yeah.
The power of positive energy is amazing. I have this little exercise. I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. Who would like to volunteer? I want to show you the power of the positivity. When you switch from I can't, I want, to I can, and I want. Okay? All right. Do you have any problem with your shoulders or anything?
No, I don't.
Not yet.
Just put your hand, one.
Oh, one.
Okay, make it strong. Now what I want you to do, I want to say, I can't, oh, your name is Kathy?
Yes.
Okay. Say, my name is Victoria.
My name is Victoria.
Okay.
Don't you see the accent?
And you hold it strong, so I cannot push it down.
God, you're a marathon runner.
Okay. Say, my name is Victoria.
My name is Victoria.
No, you're still strong. Okay, but say, my name is Kathy.
My name is Kathy.
Oh my goodness, even stronger. Okay, now relax your hand, do like this. Now, make it stronger here. And then say, I can't run the marathon.
I can't run the marathon.
Now say, I can run marathon.
I can run marathon. The marathon.
You see, just the power of the positivity. It's amazing what can we do. They, what do you complain about?
Work.
What do you want?
Days
What you
off.
don't want. Say, what I don't want to
Work on
work
Friday.
Say, I don't want to work on Friday.
I don't want to work on Friday.
You didn't realize what you really do.
Now say, I love my job and I want to work on Friday, and put it up.
I love my job and I don't want to work on. I want to work on Friday.
Well, make something else. Just say, I want whatever.
I love my job and I want to work on Friday.
You lied.
I know.
Okay, tell something that you want. How about that? Tell something that you want.
I want to work with Gwen Novak in No Time to Cook.
Look, her arms are moving
Thank you.
Hopefully economic development is not watching this video.
I'm giving you a key so you can write your passions. You'll see what I'm talking about. But did you see, isn't it amazing? I mean, we didn't practice that, Kathy, did we? And you're a strong woman, by the way. But isn't it amazing how just negative thoughts can make us weaker? And how positive thoughts can make us stronger? I actually, we don't have time, but I will demonstrate, I'll give you a second. It's how positive thoughts of everyone makes person stronger. Maybe next seminar I can show you that. And how negative person thoughts of everyone in the group can make us weaker. It's unbelievable. It's really cool. Yeah, you have a question?
I find that if it's, I'm not sure if it's a woman thing, a generational thing, or if it's just me, but I've always been the giver, and so for me to say to Christy, I want this, it was difficult for me to say, I want this. I've always been, what would you like? Oh, let me help get that together.
You're right.
So I think women
it was difficult, I know, sometimes it is difficult, but what else did you feel?
I felt exuberant that stuff was beginning to come out, and I was not happy that my minute was up.
Isn't it feel liberating? Yes.
It was like starting to pour out a little bit.
You go. Look, I'm so happy to hear that. You just made my day. Because that's what we do. That's what we always, women do that. We always think about ourselves. And not ourselves, but others first, right? We are the mothers, that's how we're supposed to be in generations. I mean, totally understand. Our purpose was different. You know, we came from Russia. What was our purpose, right, ladies? I have some Russian friends in the group, so I did that. So yes, but this is great when we actually think what we want, and it's wonderful, it's powerful, it's liberating. I'm glad you experienced that. Well, the last thing I want to teach you is one of my favorite books. It's called The Passion Test. I would strongly recommend to read it. I have a copy. There's one of the books here, if you want to look through it. And the Passion Test, it's a very simple process, but if you take your time with that, you will definitely find your passion. And what I want you to understand, just don't hang up with it. You know, some people think, oh my God, I can't figure it out right now, or this is supposed to be my passion forever. No, our passions change. I've done this test probably 6 or 7 times, and it's changed, believe it or not. And I'll show you. One of my favorite phrases from the Passion book, it said, do what you love, follow your heart direction, and the path of fulfillment in life will naturally unfold before you. So when we find what we love, it's magic. When you find your passion, the things just start happening and coming your way. You're like a magnet. It's magical. And I so want one of each of you experience that, because it is amazing. So let's work on the passion test. It's in your workbook. It's on page 12. And the goal of the passion test is to recognize, identify, and commit to living top 5 passions in your life. Okay? And it's on. Everybody find it? All right, so what we're going to do, first we're going to write 10 things that you love, and that's most important to you. And I'll give you examples. So just right now, just listen to me, because I know some of us not very good with explanations, especially people who go to the bathroom right now. So that's how passion test is work altogether. I'll explain it, okay? So we'll write 10 things that we love. We can write 15 if you want, okay? And then we'll cover all the areas, like career, finance, health, relationship, environment, spiritual, fun, and like anything that you want. To think about different, you know, what's for family, what you love to do, what for your career. Just think about different life aspects, okay? And then when you write it, it's very important. The way you're going to write it is, my life is ideal when I am. That's magic, okay? So don't miss that part. It's very important. My life is ideal when I am. And then you write your sentence, okay? And write it in the positive. Think about the thing you passionately dislike. Then that's very helpful, by the way. Think about the things that you passionately dislike and turn them to the things you like. Okay? So that will be your passion as well. Good? So I'll show you an example. Most important thing, do not think how. That's, I noticed a lot of people, we start to think about how, and then we completely forget what's our passions and what we want to do, because we're trying to figure out. Like, if I say, I want to make $1 million, then I'm thinking, oh, how am I going to do that? There's no way I can do that, and talk myself out of it, and that's it. I can't do that. Don't think about how, okay? Concentrate on what, okay? That's very important. So I will give you example of mine, and then I'll help you a little bit. So, for example, I said, when my life ideal, I'm brilliant, successful, transformational speaker who inspire others to go after their dream. Okay? I travel all over the world with my speaking arrangement first class. I actually rewrote it this morning.
I like the first class part.
I have the best-selling books, and writing another one. I'm 120 pounds, happy, healthy, and full of energy. Okay? I have loving relationship with my husband, and we are like in a honeymoon. I'm spending a lot of time with my children, and we are so close. I'm an ultra-marathon runner and run all over the world. I'm running successful and profitable real estate business and work with awesome teams that share my value and mission. I'm enjoying celebrity stuff. Why not, right? I'm Jack Canfield, why not? And I'm studying with the spiritual leaders regularly. So that's an example of my 10. And I'll explain to you how it's when it's come up 5. To help you to work on yours, let's go back a little bit. So think about health, nature, financial abundance, love and relationships. So that's how you will come up with yours, right? And remember, when my life ideal that's how you're going to start. And we're going to write 10 of them, okay?
Is there a page we're supposed to write on?
Page
12?
Yes.
Oh, on 13.
On page 13, if you open. And this is just the questions that help you. So if you feel that you're struggling, just look at the board. That's questions that will help you through. And you'll actually have this question on the last page of your workbook. Do you? Yes. It's page 17 and 18. So if you feel like you're struggling with your passion, look for the questions, and that will help. And I'm going to give about 10 minutes.
Okay. On it.
Do not rethink it. Do not listen to the monkey that's saying it's impossible. Do not think about how. One of my favorite, if you're now 90 years old, sitting on a rocking chair outside your porch, you can feel this clean breeze gently brush against your face, looking back at your life. What would you be achieving? What are your 3 deepest value? That's another one to help you. Another thing helps me think about people that inspire you. Think about their qualities and what they do, and see if you want to do that too. A lot of times when people inspire us, it's something in us that we want to do. get stuck, look at the last page of your workbook. Has some helpful questions. When you set up the time, right?
Yep. 7.5 minutes.
Good. Let us know when 5 left. What are you naturally good at? What brings you joy? I'm first class. I've never been in first class.
Did you say you've never been in first class? I was in first class once, and so it was a friend of mine, and her husband was a pilot for US Air back in the day, and we were going from Baltimore to New York. So a very short flight, right? Only like 45 minutes. And we're in first class, we're up back there, he's either glass of champagne, and we're like, great. We take off, instant turbulence. We're like, we're gonna need that back right now. I'm like, what did you know? Yeah, that was the most bumpy, uncomfortable ride ever.
The message you were not supposed to
I was not supposed
in
to.
first class.
No.
Okay, maybe I can lose anything.
You not that time. You did not. No, long term. You did long term.
Well, if I go to Russia, I would like to be in first class.
Yeah.
Do you still have family here?
My sister. And another thing, try not to share with each other right now. This is like your time. For sometimes our friend affected our passion in a way. And don't feel upset if nothing comes up. It is a really unique process, and sometimes it's not the right time. Sometimes you need to be by yourself, concentrate. Right now, it's full of people and talking about first class.
5 minutes.
5 minutes late.
5 minutes left.
The goal is to learn the tool. But you can do it anywhere without my help. Although you can call me, I'll call you. Try to write it that other person can read it. I forgot to tell you that.
Too late. What'd you say? Far too late. Far too late.
Well, you don't help me. But so other person can read it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought this said a big massage. That's good. I actually had it in one of my passion days to have a massage every single day. So I can relax. Now I didn't make a list. I didn't know you're supposed to. I love this one. What would you regret not fully doing? Be it or having in your life?
Okay.
You're gonna work here.
I know. After this,
You're gonna stay for a while, you'll be working your girlfriend.
So with your one more on TV, okay, I will be anything else?
We're supposed to watch
is just right at the moment. Okay?
There you go.
Is everybody done? Who needs more time?
2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
That's one of my favorites. What gift am I to give to the world? Think about okay?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I think everybody's done, right? Ladies, if somebody still needs more time? I think we're good.
I think you're good. Okay, we're ready.
So now, what you're gonna do, you're gonna share. So you and your in your team, okay? Exchange your cash. Just wait. Ready? So, whoever has longest hair in your team, going first. Okay? Besides who has the longest hair in your team, you're going first. And then, this is what you're going to do. The partner A is going to ask the partner B, if you can have one, I'll go back to explain. If you can have one or two, what would you rather have? So, for example, please, I'll use your idea. So, let's practice so everybody can see how it works. So, you're going to ask.
When my life is idea.
So when my life is ideal, if between I'm brilliant, successful, transformational speaker, or I travel all over the world, what would I choose? You ask me.
Which would you choose?
I'm brilliant, successful, transformational speakers. Then you compare to the next one.
3, 4.
Yeah, 1 and 3. So say, what would you choose?
Which would you choose? I travel all over the world.
No, I'm brilliant, successful.
Oh, all right.
Or I have the best selling book. Okay,
So
so
1 and 3. Oh, I see.
so the way is, we're going to choose.
The first one and then
Yes. So let's just practice. Ladies, be paying attention because this is important. Everybody gets confused, okay? So Lisa and I are going to practice so you'll see how it works and then you're going to do it.
confused, so I think my friend, I don't quite understand.
Okay, so you ask the first one and then you ask the second one. So if I have to choose, what would I choose? I'm really successful transformational speaker or I travel all over the world. If I say I choose number 1, then you say, okay, great. If you have to choose between 1 and 3, what would you choose? Okay? I would say I would choose number 1. Okay? Lisa, you understand?
I don't know what we said.
Okay. So I say if I have to choose, ladies. So if I say if I have to choose between brilliant, successful speaker and I'm 120 pounds and happy, what would I choose? I'd probably choose I'm 120 pounds happy and healthy. So you see now this one became 1. Then the next person said, okay, if you have to choose between 120 pounds happy and live in a relationship with the husband, what would you choose? I'm going to choose. Okay? So you go for I wish I had that job. So you go through entire list, okay? And that's how you come up reason why. The thing is, ladies, I want you to finish this exercise. So, the thing is, let's say I said I'm 120 pounds. I don't need to go up. I'm just going down the list, okay? So let's say this was begin number 1, okay? Then you turn the page and you put on the next page, that's going to be your number 1. You go through the entire list. Then you do that exercise again. So instead of 10, you can end up with 5. Is anybody confused? Okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. When 5 minutes, the one with the longest hair, ask me the question. Make sure you switch. Do not put it for the next one, okay? Do not ask that again.
Okay.
So you put it on the next page. You got So, everybody come up with 5. Or at least 3. 3? Okay? All right. Stop. Everybody stop. Stop. Okay. Very good. So now let's go ahead and switch.
She mentioned that she's going to school for something. I'm like, oh, I forgot to put down that I'd like to become a lawyer.
Good. Very good. Does anybody else want to share? Was any surprises, like when you went through the list and what was number 1, maybe change or everything stays the same? Was any surprises? No?
Well, it kept coming back to good health and
Okay.
financial stability for retirement, but it was that, without that, good health and nothing else.
There you go. So that's why, right, like 120 pounds, be healthy and happy, young, can come back, right? That's true. So I can show you, just to give an example, and what we're doing today, I'm giving you the tools. Of course, right now we're all here together, it's loud and fun, and we're drinking wine. I'm giving you the tools so you can take it home and in a quiet place, find the time and do it again. If you pick up the book, Passion Test, do it again. And this is what I learned when I've done it by myself, right? It's changed. So for example, I thought, the number 1 goal in my life, number 1 passion in my life, being motivational speaker. Because I love you ladies, and I want to spend all my time just sharing my ideas, right? But when I had to compare and think, if I can have one or another. It's changed. Because when you have to compare, everything shifts. For example, like while in the relationship with my husband was what, number 8? You know? On the list. Right? But when I compare, okay, I have an amazing job, but I don't have, you know, the man, I've been so many years together, I don't know how we survived, but I love you, honey, just in case. No, but seriously, it's changed. Or, for example, spend a lot of time with my children. Running successful, profitable business in real estate was number 10. Wasn't really important to me at the beginning. Like, I want to have a business, but I didn't think it's so important. But when I went through the list, I understand that that's what gave me the freedom to be with my husband, with my children, right? It became number 3. So that's what's going to happen when you do it on your own without anyone looking over your shoulder. And just when you analyze it and say, if I can have just one and compare, you will see the mind shift. Some of you not. Some of them probably would stay the same. Yes, Dee?
I think that can change on a daily basis depending on your circumstances.
Yes.
The priority.
It's true. It's true. That's absolutely true. That's why the next thing we say is, well, I have that slide there. It's true because I always say, take it. Well, you know what? Yes and no. Some of them would still show up. Some of them going to disappear. That's what happened. Like I had, can't remember which one I had. I just told this, but what did I tell you? I had one.
You said your job was number 1 and then your relationship to your husband.
Right. So for longest time, I have to have successful real estate job. I'm number 1 realtor in Cowlitz County. That was my passion. That was my goal. I want to be number 1. I want to be the best, and it keeps showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up. But it's changed. I changed. It's changed. It's for some people it's going to change every day. But what I noticed, it does change with the time, but the core would still stay. What's important is going to still show up. Sometimes it shows up as number 3. Sometimes it shows up as number 1. And what we're going to do next, we're going to put all 5, like I told you. You know, you put it on the next pages, right? If you didn't have chance to do 5, just how many you had. And then think about how would you score, like between 0 and 10. 10, you fully live in your passion, and it's number 10 in your life. So, for example, I'm 120 pounds, happy, healthy, and full of energy. I think I'm pretty close now. I'll put 9. Okay? But I'm brilliant, successful, transformational speaker. I think I'm like 5. You know, I want to be brilliant and successful. I'm brilliant, not successful yet. But you got an idea, right? So that's what I mean. When you put it, score it. Okay, and I give you, what, 2 minutes?
2 minutes. On it.
Look at your passions and just score it on a scale 1 to 10.
Yeah, put them all here and then.
So 10 is a fully present, 0 is not at all in my life. It's my passion. It's something that I desire. It's coming from my heart, but it's 0 in my life. It's a very good exercise just to show ourselves. Are we living the passion life? Just repeating for the ladies in the back. Kathy, do you have any? Yes. Do you have any fully present in your life?
You're talking, I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's fall.
It's not. It might have been.
When we did a score, do you have any present in your life? Like on a score of 10 to 0 that you fully live in your passion. Who is in the room has 2 that they like, oh, out of 5, I'm fully living my passion on 2.
Oh, out of the 5.
I've done 1 10 and 1 9.
Good. Lisa, you too?
Well, I have traveling, and that's become a 1 through 5, but I'm only at a 2 because I'm not traveling as much as I wanted.
Okay.
So that's how
So it's not 10 yet, right? Okay.
Retirement, 0, but it's on.
Not 10 yet.
There's a plan, but we're not there yet.
Which one you got?
So for me, my relationship with my husband is an 11, so.
Oh, perfect.
10 or whatever the biggest number is.
This is I'm going to give you the gratitude. It's an magical book that you put all your gratitude.
And my second one is I do what I absolutely love. Like I literally feel joy bubble up inside me when I'm on the phone with my clients today. I had a client call me, shake. I can feel her shaking the phone with excitement with the project we worked on, and that made me hang up the phone and squeal out loud with joy. It's like a little girl when I hung up.
That's awesome.
Tell her. And I was just so happy that she was so happy, you know. So.
And yes, and that's when you find your passion. That's what it is, right? So we determine 2 is perfect. Anybody else? Anybody else want to share what they would love to work on? They realize it's a 0 and they didn't even realize before that it's a 0. Like I had before, not on this one because I've done it so many times. My passion was eating healthy, okay? And when I look at it, for some reason it was 0. But I always talk about how I want to eat healthy, how I'm healthy eater, how I'm on a diet, and the yo-yo, you know, I always talk about it. When you meet me, I'm always talking about some kind of diet. But when I look at it, it was 0. So I really had to think about it. And that's what this exercise does. Okay, this is great. What you have 5 passions, you want to have 10. This is great, you have 2 accomplished. So let's look at other ones that not and see what can we change in our life and what can we bring to our life. And that's bringing us to the last session for this exercise. That we're not going to do it here because it's going to take a long, long time, but it's going to be your homework. It's called Indicate Your Defined Markers. And what you're going to do, well, if you look, you can use actually this workbook, right? You write your passion, and then you write what that means to you. what would life look like if that happens? So you already have 10. Let's think about the ones that in a lower scale, 3 or 4 or 0, and what would your life look like when you achieve it? And that would be like your defined marker. So, for example, when I'm 120 pounds, right, I got on the scale, I feel happy, healthy, young, full of energy, and it shows 120. I am achieving my passion. Being happy, healthy, and full of energy, and sharing it with everyone. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what's going to be our homework. And I hope you do that. And I truly recommend this book, The Passion Test. It's truly changed my life. It's a work. And it actually goes longer. You will write for each of your passion, right? What would be the markers? And then you create your life. So you put each paragraph, and then you write, what would your life look like? All these 5 wonderful passions that you have. So you basically write your life. I believe that we are spiritual beings living in the human body. That we are conscious creators of our life. We are movie writers, we are actresses, very good ones, right? We are producers, we are creators of our life. One of the most important rules I learned from Jack Canfield, it's called the rule of E plus R equal O. And it's event plus response equals outcome. Sometimes we cannot change events, right? Just happen. But we sure can change our response to it. And because we change our response, we get a complete different outcome. And it's a very powerful, sometimes I just have to tell myself, okay, here's this event, what my response is. Okay? And I want to share with you that 10 keys of a passionate life that I think is very important. You gotta have a commitment. Because if you don't commit, and by the way, you can tell me, oh, I'm committed, I want to live my life passionately. It doesn't change my life. You have to commit to yourself. So we are only competition we have in our life is ourselves, right? And if we want to live passion life, if we want to change something in our life, you got to commit. Commit to yourself. You deserve it. Just make that decision. When you walk away today, say, I want to finish that homework Victoria gave me. If you have questions, you can just call me and ask me. I'll give you my information. I'm happy to help. But commit to change it. Because when you find clarity, it's just so powerful. It's so magical. Another thing, practice patience.
That's my problem. Big time.
Yeah. It is hard. It is hard, especially when you live your passion, and for some reason, it's like universe is checking you. Are you serious enough, right? It happens. But just be patient and continue. Because if it's your true passion, it's going to help you. It's going to attract everything that you need in your life, okay? The next one is that stay open. Stay open to possibilities, and especially when you know what is your passion, just stay open to other people, stay open to other advice. You don't have to take it, but be open. And be you. A lot of times, and I have that too, we're trying to be someone else. Because like what my mom wants me to be, what society wants me to be, it's important, but it's my life. And I have only one. And today is the last day. I don't know what tomorrow brings, right? So be you, be present, and be yourself. Learn how to be yourself. That will help you to have passion and happy life. Be persistent. That's another one that's very important. I have problems with that. Sometimes I want to give up. But then, persistent. Yeah, you gotta continue. courageous. It's so easy to just stay where we are and just live in our convenient world. So easy. Just be with the people who make us not doing anything, you know, don't push us. It's so easy. Surround yourself with people who won't push you. And go for it. Go for it. Follow your heart. Serve others. That's an important one too. I notice the more you serve, and I don't want to say if you give, you get, but it's kind of like a gift. The more you give, the more abundance you receive. It's amazing. And last one, don't forget to have fun, because life is wonderful and it's such a gift. And you truly want to, don't forget, okay? I hope you enjoyed today. And to me, like I told you at the beginning, the number one is find your passion, right? Number two is find your vision. Create your vision. And I'm a very strong believer in law of attraction. Have you heard of law of attraction? Mm-hmm. Okay. So whatever you believe, you attract. Whatever you talk about, you attract. And unfortunately, people say, well, I believe, you know, I want $1 million again, right? But it's not coming to my life. But you have so much negativity. You always talk about negative things. So guess what you attract? The negative things. If you're afraid of something, guess what you attract? What you're afraid of. So try to be mindful and attract positivity. And one of my amazing, one more thing I forgot to tell you. So what's going to be your next step, right? So I already talked a little bit about it. We're going to go home, we're going to finish our homework, we're going to write a little bit story, and then check on it in 24 hours, like you said, right? Maybe in 7 days, a month, and a quarter, and just see if you still aligned with your passion or something changed. Sometimes it does. Sometimes something more important comes, you know, to your life, and it's all changed. Share your list with others. I would say, not with everyone. If you have someone in your life you want to share. But if you don't, just ask, and you will attract that person, because I believe you need to share. It's really tough to be on your own. Ask for the people that you want to share with, you know, and the universe will bring these people to you so you can share. Find that person in your life, okay? And the one thing I want to talk to you about, like, I have another seminar coming, and it's about creating your golden vision. So what I have, I actually create the golden vision book. Where is it? That's my own creation. And what's happened is I created, and the things from the book that I just put the pictures, right? But they start becoming the truth.
I absolutely love that.
Yes.
What you have done there.
So it was so amazing that the things from the book start becoming the truth. And when you come to the class, I'll share it with you. And I was sharing with others in the seminars, and they said, oh my God, where can I get Golden Vision book? It's so magical. And I said, well, why don't we create one? So if you come to the class, I'll teach you how to create your vision. What I love about Golden Vision book, you can take it with you anywhere. I take it on all my travels. It's always with me. When I'm frustrated and just want to stop, I open my book and I go through the book, and it reminds me what's all life about and why I'm here. Well, thank you. So it's in 1 month. It's in February. Actually, I think that's Tuesday, last Tuesday of February. So
Did we sign up for it?
Yes, I will leave the sign-up sheet. If you sign up, I'll send you an invitation, and you can sign. It's a free class, so it's going to be fun. All right. And what I want to finish with is whatever faced with decision or choice or opportunity, always choose in favor of passion, right? And if you're interested about where I got my knowledge, two of my favorite books is Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, and The Passion Test. And I have my book as well there. There's a collaborative books, and if you want to learn about people how to follow their passion, you can purchase the book, and I will be happy to write something with it. And what I want to finish with, awareness without action is worthless. So we spent almost 2 hours today learning how we can find our passion. I gave you the tools, but you're the one who has to use them. You can walk away and don't change anything, or you can change your life. And the last one, so when life brings big winds of change that almost blow you over, close your eyes, head on tight, and just believe. That's it, ladies.